A very warm welcome to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. I'm Ritwika Gupta. As India's hospitality sector enters a high-growth phase, homegrown brands are playing a pivotal role in shaping its evolution. With a strong footprint across metros and emerging destinations, Pride Hotels is one brand that has grown into one of India's fastest expanding hotel chains. To find out more about the group's journey, I'll be in conversation tonight with Satyen Jain, CEO, Pride Hotels Limited. Mr. Jain, welcome to Leaders of Tomorrow. It's a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Thank you for having me.
So, Mr. Jain, Pride Hotels has grown into one of India's leading hospitality homegrown brands. Tell me, what is the overarching long-term vision, that has driven this growth, and how has it evolved over the decades?
So, actually, this hotel was started by my father in 1987. And at that time, the hospitality scene was very different. People used to go for work and still stay with relatives. So when he started the hotel, his thought process was, you should feel like home, you should be comfortable, and we should take good care of our customers. So this was the ethos how we started with Pride. And initially from a promoter-driven single hotel, we have grown now into a professionally run national hotel chain with multiple hotels pan-India. We started with acquiring properties. So we acquired properties in Ahmedabad, in Chennai. We built some properties in Bangalore, Delhi, acquired another one in Kolkata. That's how the journey started. Then we started the asset light also, where we were managing hotels for other owners. And we have 4 brands under the Pride Hotels. Pride Plaza being the upscale brand, which is a 5-star hotels. Then we have Pride Premier, which is upper mid-scale. Pride Elite and Pride Business Hotel, they are in the mid-scale segment. So generally, the growth has been great. Currently, we are running around 36 properties. We have a total 2,932 hotel rooms, and we have got a strong pipeline going ahead, more than 50 F&B outlets and 90 F&B outlet venues in the hotel group.
Yeah, absolutely. And your properties are beautiful, throughout. We have also gone across India, and it's very, very beautiful. Talk to us a little bit about your business model. How does it differentiate Pride Hotels in such a competitive industry?
The hotels, we started with our own property, but it's a very capital intensive business. So how we started tying up on management contract hotels. And that's how we were able to scale business, by putting multiple hotels without putting any capital. And whatever fee which we are earning from these hotels we are operating, this directly adds to our bottom line. So in all, our growth has come faster. We have been able to spread out to much more number of cities. We have presence in around 36 cities currently, and basically our breakup is 67% business hotels. We have around 15% leisure and 13% in spiritual destination. The key differentiator for Pride has been its location, where we have targeted close to the airport or central business districts, which kind of differentiates us. We have also followed the Indian philosophy in all the touch points of the hospitality. So right from the welcome at the hotels with the namaskar, whether it's the art, architecture and the interiors of the hotel, which is inspired by the local culture and heritage of the city. We have Indian music, our food is not only Indian, but we strive to give regional food. So you go to Chennai, you will get Chettinad food. If you go to Nagpur, you will get Saudi food. So all put together, our philosophy has been truly Indian and traditionally luxurious. And we try to give India in every state to our customer.
Absolutely. You've also created multiple brands under the Pride umbrella: Pride Plaza, Pride Premier, Pride Elite. There's also Biznotel by Pride. Tell me, what is the strategic thought process, behind this brand architecture?
So initially, a single brand was trying to cater to all customers and their requirement. But today's Indian travel is evolved. They have, now people are traveling for business, they are traveling for holiday, leisure, spiritual side, wellness, and doing events. So as the customer is evolving, we have realized that needs of the customer are changing. So while keeping our Indian philosophy, we thought that we should have different offerings for different segments and at different price points without diluting our core deliverables of being an Indian hospitality chain. That's how we have come with our 4 brands, which is Pride Plaza in the upscale, Pride Premier in the upper mid scale, and Pride Biznotel kind of covers more business location, and Pride Elite, which is our brand for more leisure and holiday destination, where you are getting a local experiences of whichever city you are going to.
Right. Mr. Jain, tell us, what are the key growth strategies employed by Pride Hotels?
So Pride has been focusing on growing very rapidly in the locations we have already got a good brand recall. So for example, Ahmedabad, we opened in 2005. Now we last year come up with new hotel at close to Motera Stadium. Last month we just opened one more hotel in Gandhinagar. Jaipur also we have been operating since 2008. We have signed up 2 more properties for Jaipur. So going deeper into markets where we have a good brand recall, then we are trying to cover cities which we don't have presence. So most of the metros we are present. Hyderabad and Mumbai was missing. So we are coming up with hotel in Hyderabad, 2 properties in Mumbai, in Kalyan and Navi Mumbai. Then we are also going into leisure locations like Nainital or new pilgrimage locations like Ayodhya. Increase our density from north and west. We are already present quite there. We are also trying to increase in south and in the east.
Right.
So going forward, acquiring properties, we have acquired historically also 2 hotels. So we want to go ahead and acquire properties and grow faster and strengthen our F&B portfolio so that we can give a full service offering to all our hotels. So this is driving our growth already, and most of the growth will be happening in business, spiritual and leisure locations.
Very interesting. Mr. Jain, tell us, what role has Pride Hotels banquet services and, the MICE business played in your overall growth strategy?
So first, most of our Pride hotels are full service hotels, which means that you will have multiple food options. You will have some meeting rooms and banqueting space in most of our hotels. So we have around 3.5 lakh square feet and 90 F&B venues for doing the weddings or events. So if you look at our F&B, we have grown around 25% in the last 2 years. And MICE has been a big contributors. Cities like Pune, Ahmedabad or Kolkata, Bangalore, these are having year-round requirement of events and conference. We also are doing a lot of weddings. We have a wedding destination hotels like in Bhopal, Indore, Delhi. So these also kind of drive the wedding business to us. We also do catering, like 2004 we did the Vibrant Gujarat, very large catering. So we are also into that space for bigger events. And generally, if you look at the Indian market, weddings and events is driving a lot of business across India People are spending and want an opulent wedding. So that is driving, and our chefs are able to curate a lot of interesting food concepts which are inspired from our restaurants and make the event memorable for our customers.
Right. It's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IDFC First Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13 in conversation tonight with Satyen Jain, CEO, Pride Hotels Limited. Pride Group of Hotels, it offers significant value, to the owners of its managed portfolio as well. How do asset-light owners, benefit from Pride Hotels' expertise and network? Can you walk us through some of the specific advantages of your management model?
So when the owner comes to us, mostly it is either he's halfway building a hotel or maybe sometimes a greenfield project. We first help him make the right segment mix. How much room, how much banquet, how many outlets, and which level of hotel, whether you should make a mid-market or an upscale hotel. Post that, once the hotel is being made, we have a lot of tie-ups with consultants, contractors, and we give the preferential rates to them to build. Once the hotel is ready, then our team kind of takes over. We have a very extensive marketing network. We have a very strong sales network, more than 100 people in sales, a lot of tie-ups with corporates. So our sales team kind of takes over and sells these hotel pan-India.
Right.
And we have a strong website. It kind of contributes the third largest numbers after first two ODAs. That also drives business. Operationally, we take care of the management, HR, training, and also ensure that the customer, the owner who ties up with us, we take care of his profitability, we take care of his hotel is well taken care of, and his customers keep coming back.
Yeah,
so these are the three key things which he comes to us for.
So, Mr. Jain, in the hospitality sector, operational efficiency defines long-term success. Tell us, some of the innovations, some of the systems that you have implemented to ensure scalability without compromising on service quality.
We have put our own AI bot, which we have trained to interact 24/7 with customers. So anytime, any request, helping them book the hotels, or making requests, those we are able to take care. For our employees, we created another bot called Pride Genie, which allows them to ask any of their queries to them, which enables them to attend to the customer with a personal touch. We are using we are focusing on customer feedback a lot. So continuously we are taking that feedback and making sure that it is incorporated in our deliverables. We also have a strong training program, so it's called Pride Aspire, where we are taking a lot of management trainee colleges from catering colleges, kids who work with us for 1.5 years and become an assistant manager. So all these initiatives, we do a lot for environment also. So these things are some of the few things which we are doing at Pride.
Right. And, from what I understand, Pride Hotels, it's known for being deeply rooted in Indian culture. Tell us, how do you balance traditional hospitality, with the expectations of new age travelers, especially among Gen Zs and millennials?
See, I think today the Gen Zs and the millennials, they like the tradition, but with modernity. So they are still deeply connected with the Indian culture of theirs. They want contemporary designs, but it's got an Indian soul.
Right.
They want more experiential things, which we are able to offer. Like, for example, in Haridwar, we have temple trails which are organized, or regional cuisine experiences.
Nice.
So these are the things what people are looking at. Our bar, which is the Fuel Bar, is a nice space to be for young millennials to spend time with new F&B concepts and a lot of fusion food available in these restaurants. Instagram is important for them.
Of course,
there are a lot of fun places in the hotel, whether it's in the room or in the public area, where people can put up their pictures and share with their friends. So overall, I think our team is quite young. Average age of our employees is quite young, and they are able to cater to them because they are they have a good understanding of that age group.
Absolutely. With the growing demand for eco-conscious travel as well, talk to us about how you're implementing sustainability into your, day-to-day operations and also future developments.
So first thing is we are trying to cut down on plastics in the hotel. So we are putting a lot of water bottling plants in our hotels, thereby eliminating these plastic bottles coming. We have put dispensers and got rid of all those amenity bottle plastics and all which are being coming. We are trying to buy a lot of green power in our hotels, either from solar parks or windmills, and those are kind of cutting down on our carbon emission. We are putting lot of energy efficient motion detectors, or we are recycling our grey water and reusing it for flushing, using it in the irrigation. We have a hotel at Fulton which is a LEED certified. We are hoping to get more in our group. Reusing wastage, the kitchen waste which is coming out, treating that properly. So I think this is environment we have to take care for our future.
Absolutely. And well, finally, as we are wrapping up this conversation, Pride Hotels has recently filed its DRHP, and you're also headed for an IPO. Talk to us more about that.
So, the Indian market is growing very well. As per the Howard report, domestic travel is going at 13% from 2001 to 2019. Even the passenger movement has gone from 100 million to 144 million from 2016 to 2019. Post-COVID, people are taking much more holidays, and the demand is far more than the supply. As per their report, is saying the demand is growing by 11.5% from 2025 to 30 is expected, whereas supply is only growing by 9.9%. So there is going to be a big mismatch in terms of the supply coming in compared to demand being quite more. So Indian hospitality is going to grow very well, and in that today we are positioned well. We have around 37 hotels with 2,935 keys, which are operating 50 F&B outlets, 90 F&B banquet events, and our current pipeline with 1,500 hotels which are tied up in agreement and 851 in LOI, all put together is going to take us to 5,200 rooms, which is already tied up in the group. So all position in mid-scale to upscale, which is one of the fastest growing segments amongst this whole industry. So I think overall we are in well position. And one more interesting thing I'll tell you, that our margin as per that research report of Howard is the second highest profit margin in all our listed peers as per their research report for year 23 and 24. So I think Pride is well positioned to grow in this kind of a dynamic, very positive growing environment.
Absolutely. Well, this was a lovely conversation. Thank you so much for your time. It was lovely having you on Leaders of Tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.